share with you. I am Danielle Smith, and today I had the opportunity to chat with Caitlin Sarubbi and her mom, Kathy. Katie is a ParaOlympian. She competed on the ParaOlympic US women's ski team, which is amazing. She competed in 5 different events. Her story is fantastic. Here she is.
Caitlin didn't start skiing until she was 11. And she just, first time on skis, she loved it. Like she said, she had a sense of freedom because she had nothing to restrict her. Being visually impaired, she felt like there was no boundaries. She could just go for it.
What was it like for you to walk in opening ceremonies, Katie?
Oh, it was awesome. You know, I kind of like, I just was so in the moment, and you don't realize how you're going to feel and how you're going to react until you're actually out there and you hear everyone just screaming and, you know, lights flashing, and it was just incredible. I'm an alpine skier, visually impaired, and I was able to race all 5 events, and I actually came in 6th place in 2 of them, and then 8th place in another one.
Your condition is not something I had been familiar with before I started reading about you. And did I read correctly that there are only 13 people that experience the same thing you do?
Yeah, it's super rare. There's only 13 cases documented worldwide, and I think I was the 7th one. So when I was born, my mom told the story, a neonatologist comes in and said, you know, I've been a neonatologist for 22 years, never saw anything like this, and walked out of the room.
When you recognize that there's a company like Procter & Gamble that says, you know what, moms don't get enough credit, and then they turn to you and say, would you like to give your mom some extra credit? How do you feel, A, about a company like that, and B, how does that make you look at your mom?
You know, Procter & Gamble is such a great company. I mean, they are so supportive, you know, and they're doing it for the right reasons, and you just have to appreciate a company like that. One of the things that they've done that I'm really appreciative for is they not only recognize the Olympians, but they recognize the Paralympians as well.
This is a dream, but it was bittersweet because it came with some financial pressure. And I'm like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to afford for her siblings to come. So, and they sacrificed a lot to get Katie to where she is, and my heart was breaking because I didn't think I was going to be able to afford it. And she's like, what's the matter? I'm like, no, it's all good. She says, Ma, she says, why don't you read the email? I'm like, okay. I said, I'll read the email. She goes, no, I think there's like a gift card. So I'm like, oh, gift card. And I'm thinking it's a token gift card. Yeah. And then when I realized to the extent of what Procter & Gamble's generosity, I was hysterical crying. I said, that's it, we can go, yay! So we got the other kids out there, and we were all there to share in the moment. It was everything to us as a family, and I think that's what Procter & Gamble, they were so sincere about their Thanks Mom campaign because they brought it to Paralympians. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't just the Olympic movement, it's the sincerity of it. That's the type of company they are. You know, they do it for the right reason, and that's what we love Procter & Gamble.